Hey guys, it's Amelia here, your favorite suburban horror writer. Or, well, my favorite anyway. My life? Pretty much a blur of deadlines, lukewarm coffee, and my absolutely infuriating neighbor Jake. Seriously, that guy. Jake's a cop, a stickler for rules, and he lives right across the street, which means I get a front row seat to his daily Amelia is messy and possibly a menace. We clash all the time, just like an old married couple, but without the good bits. My house is small, a bit creaky, the kind of place that always sounds like it's groaning. But I love it. It's home. Or at least it's been home for as long as I can remember. Mom and I moved here after things got rough. A split, a loss, whatever you want to call it. It was a long time ago, when I was just a little kid, before preschool even. That's what I've always been told, and that's what I remember. I even had an imaginary friend here, way back then. Yeah, I know, cliché, right? Every lonely kid in a new house gets one. I used to tell Mom about her, this little girl who played hide and seek with me in the dusty corners of the attic or whispered secrets to me from under my bed. Sometimes she'd do weird stuff, like hum tunes that made my skin crawl or giggle when there was nothing to giggle about. I just chalked it up to, being a kid with an overactive imagination and maybe a little bit lonely. I grew up, put that friend behind me, told myself it was just a phase, normal kid stuff, nothing to freak out about. But speaking of freaking out, let's talk about Jake. This morning, he was already leaning on his fence, arms crossed, when I stumbled out for my trash run. "Mornin', sunshine," he drawled, that annoying smirk plastered on his face. "Managed to find the trash cans this week, did we?" I flipped him off. "Seriously, Jake, it's 8 a.m. Can't a girl just dump her decomposing dreams in peace?" He just shook his head, pointing a finger at the stack of cardboard boxes by my porch. "Those moving boxes are practically a historical landmark, Amelia, and your rose bushes are trying to colonize my prize-winning petunias." I just shrugged. "Chill, Commander Karen. I'm an artist. My life is a beautiful, organized chaos." He just sighed, like he was constantly disappointed in my very existence. God, he's such a pain in the ass. I love him. No, wait, did I say that? I meant I tolerate his irritating presence, barely. My current struggle is a new horror novel. It's supposed to be terrifying, soul-chilling, the kind of story that makes you check under your bed twice. But I'm stuck. Hardcore writer's block. So, what do? I try to feel it, I've started paying attention to every little creak, every groan my old house makes. It's like it's trying to give me inspiration, a little boo for my next chapter. Sometimes a book will just slide off a shelf when there's no breeze. Or I'll hear faint footsteps, super light, like tiny feet padding across the floor upstairs when I know for a fact I'm home alone. I tell myself it's the old house settling, or maybe just rats. Yeah, probably rats. Or the wind. Always the wind. My imagination runs wild, and hey, that's good for business, right? Right? One evening, I was hunched over my laptop, words stubbornly refusing to appear on the screen. The only company I had was my half-empty mug of cold coffee. My fingers flew across the keyboard, then paused, stuck. I sighed, leaned back in my chair. And then, it happened. The coffee mug, sitting perfectly still on the edge of my desk, just tilted. Slowly, deliberately, it slid. Then, with a crash and a splash, it hit the floor, sending a brown wave of lukewarm caffeine across my rug. "Shit," I yelped, jumping up. My heart was pounding. I stared at the broken mug, then at my hands. I hadn't touched it. I knew I hadn't. I swear I hadn't. It was like it just decided to go for a swim. But that's impossible. My mind raced, trying to find a logical explanation. A faulty table? An earthquake I didn't feel? No, the floor was solid. I must have, shifted in my seat a certain way that created some weird vibration. Yeah, that's it. Definitely a weird vibration. My hands felt a little shaky as I cleaned up the mess. Another day, Jake actually came over, not just leaning on the fence, but on my porch. He was complaining about my unruly rose bushes again, said they were encroaching on his manicured lawn space.
Such a drama queen. Honestly, Amelia, he huffed, gesturing wildly at my very normal, slightly wild roses, it's like you're actively trying to annoy me. I just rolled my eyes. Or maybe my roses just appreciate real freedom, unlike your little military boot camp over there. He threw his hands up in exasperation. Then his gaze drifted past me into the hallway where an old full-length mirror hung. It had been there forever, a bit tarnished, reflecting a slightly distorted version of whatever was in front of it. His eyes narrowed, then widened, just a fraction. No, 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 no. no, 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 na, 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 na. Na 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 none. Na 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 shaming myself. Really cool and a wild rhyme. Na 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 na
na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na
na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na na, 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 no, 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 no,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
N, 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 N,
N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N,
N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N. No, 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 no,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
Hound the N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N
NVC Deco, cycle Ambicus apid of Ukoi, and the Han the N Anton, Santi Han the N Anton, the N N Anton, Santi Hen N Anton.
N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N
N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N
N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N N
N, 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 N,
N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N, N,
Okay, hey everyone, it's Amelia again, your resident, slightly unhinged horror guru. So, the whole inspiration thing I was trying to drum up for my novel, yeah, it's not just a vibe anymore. It's becoming a full-time job of trying not to lose my damn mind. Things around here have just gotten weirder. Like, I used to laugh it off, right? Oh, the old house is settling, just my imagination, probably rats. Now I'm not so sure. The little creaks and groans, they've graduated. They're like actively trying to get my attention. I'm starting to get that gross, prickly feeling on the back of my neck, like when you know someone's staring at you, but you're home alone. All the time. I'll be sitting at my desk, typing away, and suddenly my whole body just clenches. I swear I can feel eyes on me, just watching. Greedy eyes. My hands, they start shaking sometimes, and I can't stop them, even when I try to hold them still. It's like my body knows something my brain is still trying to deny. And honestly, my mood has gone to hell. I'm snapping at everything. My coffee is never hot enough, my laptop lags too much, and don't even get started on Jake. God, that guy. He's been extra annoying lately. Probably because I've been, well, extra. Amelia, he'd called across the street just yesterday, holding a garden hose like it was a weapon. You look like you wrestled a raccoon and lost. Everything okay over there? I just glared, practically spitting. Everything is peachy, Jake. Just peachy. You worry about your perfect little lawn, all right? My raccoons and I are just fine. He just raised an eyebrow, that cop-judging look on his face. He knew something was up. But I wasn't about to give him the satisfaction of admitting it. No way. The worst part? My childhood. Those fuzzy memories of my imaginary friend, they're not fuzzy anymore. They're sharp. Too sharp. I used to think they were just funny little kid anecdotes, something to roll my eyes at and tell people at parties. Oh, little Amelia and her imaginary friend who hummed creepy tunes. Now, those tunes are playing in my head. And the giggling, it's not cute. It's chilling. I can almost taste the cold that used to cling to her, feel the icy touch when we played hide and seek. I remember the corners of the attic, how dark they were, how she'd always find me, even when I was tucked away in the deepest shadows. There were moments, fleeting, where her eyes, they weren't little kid eyes. No, that's just my imagination running wild, right? Stress. Definitely stress. But the stress isn't just making my brain play tricks. Oh no. The house is getting in on the act. The moving coffee mug was just the beginning. A beginner's course in what the actual F is going on. Now, things aren't just sliding, they're disappearing and reappearing in the most ridiculous places. Like yesterday morning. I was tearing the house apart looking for my car keys. Literally, every pocket, every hook, under every pile of books. And trust me, there are many piles. Nothing. I was about to call Jake and beg for a ride, which would be the ultimate defeat, when I went to grab some milk for my cold coffee. And there they were, my car keys, sitting perfectly upright, nestled between a carton of yogurt and a bag of frozen peas in the fridge. My mouth dropped open. I stood there, staring. My car keys in the fridge? What the? I mumbled, pulling them out. They were ice cold. I didn't know whether to laugh or scream. I ended up just sighing loudly. I put it down to sleepwalking. Maybe I had a really weird craving for cold keys in my sleep.
Yeah, that sounds totally normal. Then there's the laughter. It's soft, faint at first, like the wind chimes of hell. It starts from some distant corner, or maybe it's just the neighbor's kid playing outside. But sometimes it's too close. One evening, I was in the kitchen trying to brew a fresh pot of coffee. Desperate times, people. The house was quiet, except for the gentle gurgle of the coffee maker. And then, right behind me, a tiny, almost inaudible giggle. A child's giggle, clear as day. My heart lurched, slamming against my ribs. I spun around so fast I nearly gave myself whiplash, coffee grounds flying. Nothing, absolutely nothing. The kitchen was empty. My breath hitched. I stood there, frozen, for a long moment, my eyes darting into every shadow. My hands were shaking again. "Dude, I'm seriously losing it," I whispered, clutching my chest. This is too much stress." My own voice sounded thin, shaky. And the dreams, oh my God, the dreams. They're not just vague nightmares anymore. They're replays of my childhood. I'm small again, tiny hands, chubby knees, playing in this very house. But the friend isn't a blurry figment anymore. She's a shadow, a real shadow, not just something my kid brain made up. And her eyes and the dreams, they burn like embers in the dark. And that giggle, the one that sometimes echoes in my waking hours, in the dreams, it's ghastly. It stretches, distorts, morphs into something that makes my blood run cold. I wake up in a sweat, my sheets tangled around me, heart pounding like I've run a marathon. It's getting harder and harder to tell myself it's just a dream. One night, the fear just decided to level up. I was in the bathroom, brushing my teeth, staring at my reflection in the mirror. Just doing my normal human thing. I spit, rinsed, and then, in the reflection, right behind me, a small shadow zipped by. So quick, too quick, like a wisp of dark smoke, small and fast. My eyes snapped to the mirror, empty. I whirled around, heart hammering against my ribs, blood roaring in my ears. The bathroom was small, nowhere for anything to hide. Nothing. Just the towel rack and the shower curtain. But I saw it, clear as day. It wasn't my imagination this time. My breath hitched. My hands gripped the sink, knuckles white. "What the hell was that?" I mumbled, my voice barely a whisper. My whole body was tingling, not a good tingling, more like an electric shock of pure terror. A few days later, Jake, being Jake, decided to drop by again. He was on about my mail pile this time. Seriously, the audacity. He caught me looking a bit, well, probably like I'd seen a ghost, which, at this point, wasn't far from the truth. "Amelia," he said, his annoying smirk fading a bit, "you look like crap. Are you sure this house is, okay? Because I've heard kids' laughter coming from your place a few times lately. You got guests I don't know about? Secret tiny roommates?" He paused, his eyes narrowing, looking past me into the house. "And it's not the neighbor kids. Their house is soundproofed. This is from your place." I froze, like literally froze in place. My mouth felt dry. He heard it. He actually heard it. The blood drained from my face. I could feel it. I quickly tried to compose myself, forcing a laugh that sounded more like a choke. "Dude, you're crazy. My house? Laughter? You're probably hearing things, Jake. Stress from all those bad guys you chase. I never have guests. You know that. And there are definitely no secret tiny roommates. What a ridiculous idea." I waved a dismissive hand, trying to act casual, but my hands were already cold, clammy. And then, later that evening, the final straw. I was walking down the hallway, heading to the kitchen for some water. An old painting, a watercolor of a misty forest that Mom had painted ages ago, hung on the wall. It had been there forever. Suddenly, with a sharp crack that echoed through the quiet house, it detached from the wall. The sound was so sudden, so loud, it made me jump. The canvas hit the floor with a thud, and the glass shattered, sending splinters across the worn wooden boards. No breeze, no vibration. The house hadn't even creaked. It just fell. I stared at the broken glass, then at the empty space on the wall where it used to hang. A shiver ran down my spine, cold and insistent. It was like the house itself was telling me something, or someone. My hands felt cold, so cold, and a prickle of goosebumps spread across my arms. This wasn't just my imagination anymore. This wasn't stress. This was real. And whatever it was getting bolder. Okay, so I'm officially done. Finished, kaput. My limit? Yeah, I passed that thing miles ago, and now I'm just driving straight into a full-blown mental breakdown. This isn't quirky house settling or Amelia's wild imagination anymore. This is a real, bona fide haunting, and it's got me by the throat. Sleep? What's that? Every time my eyes close, I'm back in that twisted dreamscape, or I'm just lying there, stiff as a board, convinced something is standing over me, breathing down my neck. The practical laugh-it-off Amelia? She's gone. Poof. Replaced by this twitchy, terrified mess who keeps checking under the bed and behind the shower curtain, just in case. I've been trying to dig into this house's past, internet searches, old neighborhood forums, anything. But it's like this place has a blank spot in its history. Nothing significant, just a vague mention of it being empty for a while. And Mom is no help. Anytime I bring up anything about us moving here, or what happened before, her eyes just get this far-away, hard look. She deflects, changes the subject, or suddenly remembers she has to water the petunias. It makes my skin crawl, like there's something she's actively hiding, something about our past in this house. It makes me feel even more like I'm losing my grip. The weird stuff is seriously ratcheted up. It's not just keys in the fridge now. It's like the house itself is having a seizure. The lights, man, they're like disco lights, but for a horror movie. Flickering, buzzing, dimming, then snapping back on. Sometimes just one bulb, sometimes the whole damn room. I've replaced bulbs, checked the wiring, even called an electrician. He just shrugged, said the old house had character. Character, my ass. This is demonic possession of the electrical grid. And the whispers. God, the whispers. They slither out of empty rooms, from the hallway when I'm alone in the kitchen, from the attic when I'm trying to ignore it downstairs. They're soft, low, like someone mumbling just out of earshot. I can never quite make out what they're saying, but the tone, it's always got this chilling undertone, like a secret being shared, but a secret meant to drive you absolutely insane. My ears are constantly straining, trying to catch a word, a phrase, but it's always just noise. Horrible, sanity-eroding noise. Then, one morning, I woke up with this feeling of dread so heavy, it felt like someone had thrown a blanket of lead over me. I slowly opened my eyes, my head throbbing from another night of restless, nightmare-fueled sleep. And there it was. On the antique wooden chair next to my bed, neatly folded, sat a tiny, faded dress. Like a child's dress, old, worn. I stared at it. My breath hitched. I didn't recognize it. Not from my childhood, not from anything. I swear to God, I'd never seen it before in my life. The fabric looked ancient, a sickly yellow that felt wrong. My heart started to pound, a frantic drum against my ribs. My eyes darted around the room, searching, desperate for an explanation. A prank? No one ever comes in here. A mistake? No way. This was too deliberate. It just sat there, waiting. My hands started to tremble, a deep, uncontrollable tremor. I couldn't take my eyes off it. It felt like a trap, like touching it would set something off. But I had to. I had to get rid of it. Holy f***, I whispered, my voice a ragged gasp.
I lunged forward, snatching the dress with 2 fingers like it was infected, then practically threw it across the room. It landed in a crumpled heap near the closet. "Get out," I hissed, my chest heaving. A wave of nausea hit me, so sudden and strong I almost stumbled. My mouth tasted like ash. I bolted from the room, ran straight to the bathroom, and heaved, again and again. My stomach emptied, but the terror, that cold, raw terror, stayed. It clung to me, thick and suffocating. I gripped the sides of the toilet, shaking, tears stinging my eyes. This was too much, way too much. I tried to push the memories away, the ones about her, my imaginary friend. But after the dress and the whispers, they just kept flooding back, sharp, vivid. I remembered her little hand, ice cold, pulling me along the dusty hallways of this very house. "Come on, Amelia," she'd giggle, a sound that used to be innocent, but now twisted my gut. "Let's play hide and seek. I'll find you. I always find you." And she would, every time. Even in the darkest corners of the attic, where the shadows were thick enough to swallow a small child whole, she'd be there, her face appearing out of the gloom, her eyes. I tried to tell myself those glowing embers, that unsettling depth, was just my imagination, kid logic, kid fear. But now I couldn't. And sometimes, when we were playing, she'd lean in close, her breath like stale air on my ear, and whisper things about the house, about secrets, about people who used to live here, things a child couldn't possibly know, things that made no sense to my tiny brain then, but now they echoed with an unnerving clarity. They never left, Amelia. They're still here. The walls listen, always listen. I was still a wreck, a total mess. Every shadow was a potential threat, every creak of the floorboards a warning. I barely left the house, not even to get groceries. I ordered everything online, ate instant noodles, and tried to drown myself in work, but the words just wouldn't come. My horror stories felt hollow compared to what I was actually living. Then, out of nowhere, Jake decided to play Mr. Friendly Neighbor. He'd invited a few old-timer neighbors for a casual Saturday barbecue. "Come on, Amelia," he'd yelled across the street one afternoon, holding up a plate of suspiciously perfect-looking steaks. "You look like you're about to turn into a mushroom. Fresh air, good food, a little human interaction. It'll do you good." My first instinct was to tell him to shove his steaks where the sun don't shine, but honestly, the thought of real food that wasn't reheated ramen and maybe a distraction was tempting. Plus, these were old neighbors, people who had lived here for decades. Maybe they knew something. Maybe they could explain it all away. So I dragged myself over. The smell of grilling meat was actually pretty good, I had to admit. There were a few older couples chatting about gardening and property taxes. I sat on a garden chair, nursing a cold glass of lemonade, trying to blend in, trying to look normal. Jake was doing his host thing, flipping burgers, laughing too loud. He caught my eye, flashed a grin. I forced a weak smile back. Just get through this, Amelia. Just get through this. After a couple of beers, or maybe 3, Jake got a bit expansive. He loved to tell stories, especially about the neighborhood. He was talking to Mrs. Henderson, a sweet old lady who'd lived 3 houses down since before I was born. "And you know, Mrs. Henderson," Jake chuckled, waving his spatula, "Amelia here, she's a local too. Lived in that spooky old house of hers since she was a little tyke. Right, Amelia?" My head snapped up. I felt a weird prickle on my arms. Not fear, not yet. Just confusion. I nodded, a small, forced smile on my face. "Yeah, pretty much. Moved in with Mom when I was really little." Jake just shrugged, flipping a burger. "See, that's what I thought. But it's always struck me as a bit odd, you know? Because I remember that house, your house, being abandoned for ages, like years. My dad was on the force back then, and he used to tell stories about it. It was like a total wreck for a long time. They only cleaned it up when your mom bought it.
He squinted at me, then took a sip of his beer. Wait, no, I distinctly remember her buying it when you were like 8? Yeah, definitely 8. That's when the big renovation started. Before that, it was just empty.
Well, never mind. Old news. Point is, if you didn't live there before you were 8, then where were you, little Amelia? He gave a good-natured laugh, totally oblivious. Because I swear, every time I see you, you talk about growing up in that house. The world, it just tilted. The smell of charcoal, the gentle murmur of conversation, Jake's loud, oblivious laugh, it all became a blurry, distant echo. My hand, which had been holding a glass of lemonade, just went numb. The glass slipped. It hit the patio tiles with a sharp, sickening crash, shattering into a million pieces. Lemonade and ice cubes splattered everywhere, but I didn't feel it. I couldn't feel anything but a rapidly spreading cold inside me. 8. He said 8. My mom bought the house when I was 8. But I remembered being so much younger, tiny, before kindergarten, playing in that house, with her, my imaginary friend, hide and seek, the whispers, the cold touches, the giggling, all of it, in this house? My entire worldview, every single memory I had of my early childhood in this house was gone, crushed, obliterated by Jake's stupid casual remark. If this house was abandoned until I was 8, if I didn't move in until I was 8, then who the hell was that imaginary friend? Who was she? The one who held my hand, who knew secrets about the walls, who giggled in the attic, who whispered things a child shouldn't know. Who was that? My eyes were wide, fixed on nothing. My jaw felt loose, hanging open. My chest was tight, impossibly tight, like a vice was squeezing the air out of my lungs. No, 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 this couldn't be right. It couldn't. I must have remembered wrong. My mom, she must have lied. Or Jake was wrong. He had to be wrong. But then, the most chilling thought, a cold tendril of dread wrapping itself around my spine. If she wasn't imaginary, if she was real, and if I didn't live here when I was little, then where did she come from? And God, the worst part, was she just a memory? Or had she been here all along, in this house I'd claimed as mine, this house I thought I'd known since I was small? A soft sound from upstairs, a faint, almost imperceptible giggle, a child's giggle, high-pitched, light, familiar, bone-chillingly familiar. It echoed in the sudden silence that had fallen over the barbecue, a silence caused by the broken glass and my stunned face. My head slowly, agonizingly lifted. My eyes, glazed over and unfocused, dragged themselves towards the stairs of my house, visible through the open front door across the street. My own house. The one that was supposedly empty until I was 8. The one where I had played with a ghost. I couldn't believe what I'd just heard. Couldn't believe what I was feeling. My whole body was screaming. My blood turned to ice. My lips parted, a dry, raspy sound escaping. What? The actual... The world spun. All I could hear was the frantic thumping of my own heart, a violent, desperate rhythm against my ribs, echoing the chilling giggle that now seemed to settle, heavy and real, right there in the air around me. The silence that followed was worse than any noise. My head slowly, agonizingly lifted. My eyes, glazed over and unfocused, dragged themselves towards the stairs of my house, visible through the open front door across the street. My own house. The one that was supposedly empty until I was 8. The one where I had played with a ghost. I couldn't believe what I'd just heard. Couldn't believe what I was feeling. My whole body was screaming. My blood turned to ice. My lips parted, a dry, raspy sound escaping. What? The actual... The world spun. All I could hear was the frantic thumping of my own heart, a violent, desperate rhythm against my ribs, echoing the chilling giggle that now seemed to settle, heavy and real, right there in the air around me. The silence that followed was worse than any noise.